It's been a long month. I just finished a new screenplay assignment. It took me 24 days, but it's done. And the more scripts, as you know, that you write, you start to learn that every project is a different experience. I mean, this one, compared to my last two, those are a breeze. This one, it just couldn't get my groove on. I just was trying to. About page 45, 50, I started to feel that I was making some, that it was locking in. But anyway, just checking in, see how everybody's doing with their projects. It's finally nice to have a weekend off. Many times screenwriters don't get weekends off because we're so busy. And the dice, every time you write a script, you roll these dice and you hope that it turns up. But you never stop writing. That's the key. You can keep your faith and you can keep your hope, but you don't want to fall into being a desperate screenwriter, which, if you go to my Instagram account, I have a video up today about desperation. Many times screenwriters can become desperate. I've been guilty of that as well. Maybe things aren't happening as fast as you'd like, or you're not having progress with selling something, and you're getting rejection letters, you're not placing in contests, and then suddenly you start feeling that desperation, like I have to sell something, and you don't want to put yourself in a place where, you start to say, I have to sell my script to pay my rent, the mortgage payment's coming up, or I have this shitty job. I waited tables for 10 years. I didn't love the job, but you get that feeling where you're like, I got to sell something to get me out of this hole. You can't be in that situation. It's too much stress, and it's going to affect your work. So you have to have the courage to be patient and just see that this is a long haul marathon. It's not a sprint, as everyone says, and it's true. The script I just turned in was my 39th feature-length screenplay, and each one of those screenplays has had multiple drafts. It's been a lot of writing, which is all shameless plug. A lot of writing involved in my new book, Screenwriter's Journey to Success, now available on Amazon. Check it out, 310 pages with my tips, tricks, and tactics that'll help you hopefully avoid some of the many pitfalls that the business brings to us all. So anybody have any questions, any comments? You can find me on Twitter at ScriptCat. My blog is My Blank Page. It's over on WordPress. That's scriptcat.wordpress.com. I have over 250 articles there about screenwriting. You can find the book on Amazon. And right now I'm offering a $25 off summer sale for my screenwriting consultation services. So usually when I finish an assignment job and I have some free time, I open up the workshop for consultation for screenwriters. And right now I'm offering a $25 off sale. That's through the end of July. So maybe you want to take advantage of that if you have a script that needs a second set of eyes, and maybe you're trying to prepare it for a contest, which I also just did an interview that's upcoming. Two interviews, actually. One is a podcast on a site in the UK, and the other is a screenwriting website, and was talking about the fact of screenplay contests, entering them. And I was saying that it's not the end-all, be-all. Sometimes I see writers year after year entering the same screenplay in the same contest. It's like going to the hardware store for bread, and placing in the same place, the top, whatever, 20%, 15%, it's a lot of money to be spending every year. Some contests are $35 to upwards to $70, depending if you don't get in on the first early entry. So you have to pick and choose the contests wisely. Pick the top 5 and go from there. Because if you don't win, don't look at that as a huge rejection, because who knows what they're looking for. Use it as a way, like, wow, I placed in the top whatever percentile against thousands of other screenplays. Use it as a judge of your writing against other screenplays. And my own story was that my script, that was a nickel, that accolade alone got me to be read by agents and producers, and my script eventually was optioned. We went through a development process. I was there the whole time making the changes, and then it was purchased and made into a film. So you never know. You don't always have to win the contest. I mean, many times the winners do, paraded around Hollywood, and they do secure a job. Sometimes they don't. But just look at contests as not the end-all, be-all. It's just another tool in your arsenal to try to make some noise as you're networking. So anyway, before I sign off, anybody have any questions? Like I said, the book is on Amazon. Check it out. Screenwriter's Journey to Success. It is also on Kindle. You can follow me on Twitter at ScriptCat. We're on Periscope, so that's good. And also on Instagram, MarkSanderson_ScriptCat. And you can also go to my website, 5o'clockblue.net. That's one word, and it has information about everything. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that, man. Drew purchased my book, and I'm very thankful for that. And hopefully there's some nuggets and techniques that you can use that'll avoid wasting some time. And, like I said, we're all equal in front of the blank page. We have to fill it. And, you just get more used to filling it as the more the screenplays. Like I said, the one I just turned in was number 39 of this long writing journey that I've been on. And I'm still learning. I bow down to the craft, and I'm humbled by it every time that somehow I'm able to channel the story, live in that world for a month, and at the end come out with something that's hopefully good. I think it is. And there'll be rewrites, of course, because that's the nature of the beast. But the idea is to push it closer to development, push it closer through development to production. And you don't want to get lost in development hell where it's just constant, wheel that you're running around making changes and then going back and then making this, And I've been there as well, development hell. What you want to do is get that script pushed through to production, get that credit, get paid, move on to the next one. Use that opportunity to secure your next job, which I always say is almost as hard as that first job is to getting that second job, and then that third job, and that fourth job, and then, suddenly you start to go, well, gee, I think I have a career. I'm getting paid to write. So anyway, I wish you all a great weekend. Keep writing, as I say, keep the faith, and we'll talk soon again, live on Periscope. Take care.